who's doing his best talaga sa defense. These are things you don't see in the stats.
Hobson had 2 threes.
Exactly. So things are coming together finally for the CSB. And ito naman ang Arellano, the only way to match this right now is just to play their game by obviously converting their shots. You can see they're doing their best to attack the basket, but yun nga lang, nauutakan sila ng Benilde by defending properly. Pero nakita naman natin, ang gaganda rin ng mga adjustment ng Arellano Chase.
If you're Arellano, you just have to go back to what worked for you, especially in that second period when he outscored Benilde. 3 by Capulong, a miss. And Carlos, and I believe getting entangled there with Omotan. Let's see what happened there. Let's go back to the replay. So it was after the Capulong 3. You see at the bottom of your screens, both Carlos and Omotan going out of bounds. Double foul called on both Omotan and Carlos. No extra motion after that. Play resumes. Arellano has it. Benilde up by 4. 51-47. Carlos guarded by Omotan. Using that screen set by Isiaga. The drive by Carlos, who wanted to go to Santo.
That was a good intention on the part of Prince kasi ang ganda ng health ng Arellano sa kanya. For him to see that next big open, yun nga lang, you just have to be patient and keep your eyes open for those drop passes.
There's an open 3. Short. Just grazing the front iron. Balik sa kabila. Arsiaga misses. Dairit now in the game. Ralph Yanes also in the game. So some players who didn't see action in the first half getting some playing time here in the 4th and final quarter. Villarente wanting to go inside. Nobody rolled to the basket. It was supposed to be Dairit. Alalo, an extra pass to Carlos. Stopping. Popping it, but missing on a shot. Tumatakbo ulit ang Arellano. Ooh, good steal from behind by Carlos. There's Alalo. And Carlos says, let's slow things down. We see Sako, the 3. No. And Capulong secures the ball back in the rebound. Capulong now has 8 rebounds. Now let's listen to Lizelle Nerves and ask more on the Benilde Blazers. Lizelle.
Reminded the team to keep helping out their teammates. When the ball is being pressured, be ready to play sinabihan din niya ang koponan to get those rebounds, communicate, and show their aggressiveness to win. It all boils down to this. In the last few minutes of this ball game, will the Blazers finally secure their fate? Back to you, Andre and Andre.
Thank you. Lizelle Nerves doing courtside duties for the Benilde Blazers. They're up by 4, but it's not over yet. 8 minutes to go. Change here in the 4th. Drive by Villarente. Oh, check that. That was Omotan. Gets that basket.
And you can finally see Arellano finally coming alive here. Their plays are finally coming to life. They're executing properly. Ito naman CSB, they just need to adjust and help out earlier once Arellano gets inside the paint.
Oxon goes to Sampo. Extra pass, Naive. Rebounded by Yanis.
Ito kita natin, Andre, that CSB is already making shots from the, trying to make shots from the beyond the arc and mid-range instead of going inside the paint. So if I were them, they should go back to their basic plays and be inside the paint.
Samantala, Omotan, yes! Para sa 3, and he is on fire here after that 2. Now Omotan has 8 points. Naive, the 3, wala. We've had 5 lead changes. Arellano back in the driver's seat, 52-51. Under 7 to play, this 4th and pivotal quarter. Omotan feeling it! Bang! Bang! Bang!
Now this is a sight to see. We all know Arellano loves to go inside the paint, pero what a change of offense. They are feeling it from beyond the arc.
8 points here, the 4th. Sinagot naman ni Mix Oxon with another 3. It's raining outside. It's raining threes inside the Philoil Eco Oil Center. Arellano still up one though. 55-54. Ongotan drives, and he has been a man possessed here in the fourth and final quarter. 10 points in 3 minutes for Jinan Ongotan.
Talk about adjustments. They can close out from the beyond the arc, pero pag may depensa, aatake talaga sila sa basket.
And not just on the offensive end. Ongotan has to guard that man, Okson, but misses that three. And let's head back now to Arellano's side. Listen to what Stephanie Benito has to say about the Chiefs.
Kanina, Andre, during the third quarter, pinalalaan nitong si Coach Chico Manabat ang team na ingatan na ang lamang. Kaya medyo hindi nagustuhan ni Coach Chico ngayong quarter ang nangyayari kanina noong hinahayaan na nilang makalamang-lamang ang kalaban. Lumambot daw ang mga ito sa depensa. Pero so far, yung mga paalala naman ni Coach Chico nagre-reflect naman sa game ng Arellano Chiefs. Para sa huling quarter, iwasan na daw ang extra movements. Take care of the ball and stick to their system dahil doon daw sila nakalamang kanina at nakakalamang ngayon. For the last quarter naman, wag na daw nilang hayaang maulit ang nakaraan na panalo na sanang para sa kanila na wala pa. Ito muna sa ngayon sa panig ng Arellano. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Stephanie. And it's been the Ongotan show here for Arellano. Sophomore guard. Here he is. But look at the defense collapsing on Ongotan. You know he has a hot hand, but good pass to Kapulong. Good roll to the basket. Good two-man game between Ongotan and Lawrence Kapulong.
That was a beautifully executed play. What a way to use that size of Kapulong and enter the basket, and what a way to get rewarded.
Naive seeing an opening, driving to the basket. First field goal in a while mula kay Robbie Naive.
And this is what you want to see kay Robbie Naive. If he's not connected from the outside, be sure that he will read the defense and attack that basket. And what a way for him to come alive dito sa ating fourth quarter.
Been giving it to Ongotan the past few possessions because something good is happening. Every time Ongotan has it, at that time he misses on that jumper. Here's Naive. Naive driving, Naive dishing to Gozum, blocked from behind there by Yanis, and here's Villacente Mentes, another miss. That time it goes inside. Direct.
Like I mentioned earlier, to avoid these second chance points, you really have to box out the nearest man. Kahit hindi matao, box out na ng box out.
Tom Direct didn't play the first three quarters. Carlos gets fouled, taking the three. And he will head to the line for 3 free throws with Chico Manaba trying to plead Villarente's case to the officials. Let's go back. Some really good plays here. Ongotan to Lawrence Kapulong. That pick and roll, and then Naive with a drive. And then Villarente missing. Mintes ulit. And then Direct was there to clean it up. Carlos had a good third quarter. Scored all his points in that third period. Back at the line. Prince Carlos, one of the graduating seniors nitong Benilde Blazers, excellent free throw shooter at 93%, has only missed one single free throw before this game. Wow. He was 13 of 14 before this game started, and if we're going to include today, he is perfect. So far for Carlos, 15 out of 16 free throws in season 99. Make that 16 out of 17. One of the best free throw shooters in the NCAA.
And if you're CSB, if you're in need of energy, get it from Vince Carlos. Because what a way for him not to give up, not only on offense, but on defense. What a way for him to get everybody involved as well.
Another turnover there for the Chiefs. That's just turnover number 9 for Arellano. Possession back to Benilde. Naive attacks, and Naive has been attacking. Robbie Naive now with 11. Benilde ties it up at 61 all, our fourth deadlock today. 3:46 remaining in this game. Stay with us only here on GTV. Go back at some highlights here mula kay Ungotan. A native out of Sorsogon. Sorsogon native itong si Ungotan Bicolano, who's been doing the damage here in the fourth and final quarter. He's not dishing it, he's scoring it inside and out. Using his body, using the drives. Second season in the NCAA. Kanyang idol, Scotty Thompson. He's been doing the damage with 20-year-old 5'9" guard out of Bulan, Sorsogon. Has been keeping the Chiefs in this one. We're tied at 61 all. 3 minutes and 46 remaining.
Right now, Andre, all I can say is the battle of consistency. We are tied up. We just gotta see who wants it more. Let's see who's more consistent in offense and, of course, on defense.
Villarente manning the point for Arellano, guarded by Prince Carlos. Wanting to use that Tapulong screen. Here's the hot hand. Ungotan draws a double. Kapulong, 3 to shoot. Kapulong losing a handle on the ball. Stolen away by Benilde. That is the 10th turnover here in this game by Arellano. Naive says, teka lang.
Smart move on the part of Robbie by setting up the offense instead of going with the flow of Arellano by keeping attacking.
Oh, nice play. Nice roll to the basket by Sanko. But Oxon knew the second defender. 2 defenders coming out to Oxon because he's a deadly threat from the outside. But he sees Sanko rolling to the basket.
And what way to take advantage of those moments, knowing that kung didepensahan ka sa three-point line ng double team, most likely might open dyan, and it was during na doon sa mga bigs ng CSB.
Sunga taking the 3, a miss. Naive getting the rebound. Coach Charles Steele calling the play, telling Naive what play to call.
That is right. Just keep the pace, control the pace.
Naive drives the kick out to Carlos. A 3, no. Tapik, mapupunta kay Sanko. Offensive rebound. Second play, Oxon fires away. Carlos is there. Right place, right time. Good tap. Mula kay Jess Arciaga to Prince Carlos. And an offensive foul called on Felix Villarente.
And like I mentioned earlier, if you're looking for some energy, get it from Prince Carlos. What a way to be present on defense and, of course, also on offense.
Look at Carlos. Heads up play by Carlos. Right on Villarente. And then a slight push. Offensive foul. Possession back with Benilde. Final 2 minutes. It's winning time. Oxon has it. Oxon, difficult fall away. It's good. Mix Oxon, what a time to come. We know he's clutch. We know he can get a bucket anytime. But big basket there mula kay Oxon puts Benilde up by 6. A minute and 45 to go. Arellano needs a basket. They need it quick. Here's a 3. No, Kapulong the offensive board. And he will head to the line for 2.
And like I mentioned earlier, to avoid these things, you really have to box out. He You always have to be present, in other words. And this is what happens. You are rewarding the other team with a second chance point. So kailangan talaga mag-adjust and locate the nearest man and box out.
The past few plays have been working para sa Blazers. Makes Oxon part of those plays. Getting the jumper, dishing it to Sanko, and then that tap by Arciaga to Carlos. There's Capulong, big free throws, and he sinks them both. Ungotan comes back in. Brief rest. Again, Ungotan has been superb here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, you can see Arellano already picking up early. Arellano picking up early. So which means you can already say that they are trying to get into CSB's heads by making them uncomfortable before they even get to set up sa half court.
That's her last foul to give itong Arellano. With a minute 29 to go. Ungotan scoring 10. Arellano 16 points here in the fourth and final quarter. Carlos back in playing the point. He has Oxon, the right wing. Naive and Sanko on the other end. Carlos, an opening. The roll by Arciaga. The ball will stay with the Blazers. Lucky break for Benilde.
Lucky break indeed. And what a beautiful play, knowing that Arellano thought that they were going to be taking the shot from beyond the arc, but they saw the opening, the beautiful cut, the cut in the basket, the Arciaga. So what a way to reward him.
And we'll go to the replays here, our officials. Heading to the officials table. Ray Hufana is our crew chief, and Dave Maligaya. We'll replay kung sino nga bang nag-last touch as we see Chico Manabat trying to rally his troops. This young Arellano team. Not much was really expected from this team entering season 99 with a new coach and Coach Chico, with a lot of rookies, with 3 graduating seniors, with Abastillas, Malyarin, Talampas, the 10 rookies para dito sa Arellano, but they've been playing hard. And they have 1 win as opposed to 5 losses, trying to get win number 2 at the expense of last season's runners-up, the Benilde Blazers.
And speaking of talaga for Arellano, NCSB, consistency lang talaga. And kitang-kita naman, they are both consistent in what they're doing. Yung nga lang nalalamangan talaga ng CSB when it comes to executing their plays. Ito naman Arellano, important lang talaga nila is to keep their game by keep on running and getting open inside the paint.
Shot clock has reset to 14 to the dismay of Coach Chico. So fresh 14 seconds para dito sa Benilde Blazers. They're up by 4, 67-63. Good pass by Carlos to Sanko. Could not get it, but he will head to the line for 2 free throws. And that is the final foul by Arellano. They're already in the penalty. Ito yung nakita natin sa baba, si Capulong at si Arciaga. Pero wala naman tawag. They're asking for some fouls from Arellano bench here. Sanko at the line.
And for Benilde, what a way to take advantage of the situation by always going inside the paint. And then naman, at the part of Arellano, they have to do better when it comes to being aware of who's entering the paint. It doesn't matter if you're a big or your guard, you have to help out. Kung malapit ka sa bola or wala out the ball, you have to make sure you make those players uncomfortable from entering the paint.
Sanko missing both free throws, but Arciaga with the offensive board. Another chance here for Benilde to extend their lead. Oxon has it. He is deadly in this part of the game. The clutch, Oxon forced to take that 3. With the shot clock winding down, here come the Chiefs. Under a minute to play. Possession will stay with Arellano.
Beautiful defense on the part of Arciaga. What a way to stay in front of the driving guard. Ito, kita natin yung mga adjustment nila dito sa possession ng Arellano.
Villarente will bring the ball inbounds from the baseline. Oh, wait a minute. Coach Charles Yu asking for a replay, and they will go to the screens. That's what Coach Charles is asking referee Dave Maligaya to go to the screens. And even consultant Raiko Toroman is on the floor talking to Charles Yu.
There is a head coach challenge by the
This
CSB
challenge.
Blazers on the last out-of-bounds play.
So the Benilde Blazers will challenge the last out-of-bounds play. They will go to the screens. Our two referees, our crew chief Ray Bufana and Jemar Taledo, now on the official table. I think this is the play that they wanted to review. Ayun. So because it's with Arellano.
Yes.
Head coach challenge by the CSB Blazers unsuccessful.
Oh, challenge is unsuccessful.
Wow, okay.
16 seconds on the
So that means the ball remains with
Arellano.
Arellano. Okay.
And Coach Charles says, okay. So it was last touched by a Blazer indeed. Villarente inbounding the ball from the baseline. Gives it to Ungotan. Ungotan doesn't get the bounce. The tap. Carlos has it. Carlos gives it to Arciaga. Sanko over to Carlos. And Arellano not fouling. There it is. And Chico Manabat is furious on the sidelines because that foul will send Prince Carlos to the line. And again, to reiterate my point, as we take a look at Carlos just evading defenders, they wasted a lot of time on the clock, and then they fouled at the last second, and that will send one of the best, or not the best, free throw shooter in the NCAA at 93%.
And you gotta understand the frustration of the coach of all players to foul. You fouled the one with a high percentage free throw. So all you have to do right now kung Arellano ka is to adjust the defense and pick up early kasi it's already the last few seconds ng ating game.
Carlos, but missing on second free throw. Door is still open for Arellano, but time not on their side. Someone has to let it go. They're down 5. Valencia fires. Yes! Para sa tres! Troy Valencia keeping Arellano in it. The steal! The up fake! No! Marcos Oxon gets fouled. Ooh, a sorry miss that could have tied things at 68 all. And that could have sent possibly this game into overtime.
Exactly. What a game. And now ito nga, Oxon, another great free throw shooter.
This is Valencia's 3 that goes down. And then the steal, but a miss. And then Marcos secures it back for Benilde, gives it to Oxon, and he's fouled.
Wow, what a turn of events.
And you don't mind having extra 5 minutes between these two teams, right?
Of course. I mean, if we're part of this atmosphere right now with the fans going crazy, who wouldn't want to stay here longer
Let's
with
take a look.
everyone else?
Ito yung three-pointer ni Valencia that went down, and then Marcos to Carlos. So the foul will be called on Troy Valencia, holding foul. That will send Migs Oxon to the line, an 85% free throw shooter. Has only missed 3 free throws this season. Benilde has a couple of really good free throw shooters in Carlos and Oxon.
And speaking of obviously mga great free throw shooters, both of them are on the court right now. So, ito nga, pag Arellano ka, you really have to make huge adjustments when it comes to defense in mga next possessions.
And Oxon calmly sinking that free throw in. Actually, ang dami yan sa Benilde. Even si Oxon, si Naive. Oxon is number 4 in free throw percentage at 85%. Naive is 85.7%.
Wow.
And then itong si Carlos nga, who's a dead-eye shooter from the free throw line, 93%. Two-possession game. Benilde up 70-66 with 12.6 remaining. Arellano will have the possession right after the break. .6 seconds remaining in our third and final game this Sunday. Let's head back to the schedule now. We will resume on Tuesday, October 17th, still here at the Philoil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City, starting with the Perpetual Altas. Fresh off that victory earlier over the Letran Knights, they'll be taking on the San Benarad Lions. That will be a good clash at 2 p.m. And then battle of some heavyweights. Up top, the LPU Pirates with a 6-2 win-loss card. They will face the JRU Heavy Bombers, 4 wins and 3 losses. That will be a good matchup as well. 2 very exciting games again on Tuesday. Live on GTV, GMANetwork.com, and the NCAA Philippines page on Facebook, and our channel on YouTube. Let's see what play Coach Chico Manabat drew up. Time is not on their side, and a steal. And that will do it for the Benilde Blazers. And a foul on Prince Carlos, and as we know, although Prince missed a free throw earlier, but he's one of the best free throw shooters in the NCAA. Coach Charles Seo with a nod.
And based on the play there, no, Andre, kitang-kita na they wanted to go to the bigs. Kumbaga, get their high percentage shot inside the paint. Yung nga lang, ang ganda ng defense ng CSP kay Kapulong.
Kapulong losing a handle on the ball, but if you're Arellano, you don't want Kapulong to be that far to the basket. It's not one of his strong suits. You want him very deep near the ring.
Exactly, inside or finding a way to do those screens to get your teammate open or roll hard to the basket. But yun nga lang, as I said earlier, maganda nga ang defense ng CSP sa part nun sa play.
Jay Talampas is back in for Carlos single free throw. Carlos now has 13 points. Has only missed a single free throw today. 5 of 6. Perfect on those. On that trip is Prince Carlos. 7 of 8 from the line. 15 total points for Carlos. Just right behind Biggs Oxon's 16. They're the only 4 players in double figures para dito sa Benilde Blazers, and a heave by Talampas. That will be the ball game. 72-66 in favor of Charles Seo and the Benilde Blazers. Charles Seo and Chico Manabat, 2 good friends, having a laugh at center court. And the Benilde Blazers, their win streak is still beating alive here. 3-game win streak para sa last season's runners-up. They go up now to 4-3, tied with the JRU Heavy Bombers at the 5th and 6th place, also tied with the EAC Generals. So we will see the updated team standings later on, but there is the official final tally. 72 para sa Benilde Blazers, 66 para sa Arellano Chiefs. A game that saw